Before you realize something has happened, a signal is already racing through your body. To detect a change, an electrical pulse fires at incredible speeds. If you accidentally touch a hot stove, your hand pulls away before your brain even registers the pain. That reaction happens entirely outside your conscious awareness. This rapid response is made possible by a massive high-speed communication network woven through your entire body, the human nervous system. We divide this network into two main parts. First, the central nervous system, the brain and spinal cord, interprets data to coordinate responses. Then, the peripheral nervous system branches out from the spinal cord, reaching down to your fingertips and toes. Peripheral nerves act as the body's data gatherers, sending sensory information back to the central processor. Together, they create a continuous high-speed feedback loop that keeps you alive. To see how this network actually carries a signal, we have to scale down to its microscopic building blocks. Nerve cells, or neurons, are uniquely structured for distance. In fact, a single neuron can be one of the longest cells in the human body. At one end, tree-like dendrites catch incoming messages. These pass into the central cell body for processing, then fire down a long cable called the axon. To prevent fading over distance, this axon is wrapped in a protective biological insulation called the myelin sheath. This highly specialized physical structure allows a living biological cell to transmit data with the speed and reliability of a fiber optic cable. But a cable is useless without a signal. The software running through this physical anatomy is a localized electrical spark known as an action potential. Through saltatory conduction, the spark leaps rapidly along the myelin sheath. But at the end, a void, the synaptic cleft, separates the cells. To cross, the spark releases chemical neurotransmitters. These lock into the next cell's dendrites, instantly triggering a new electrical relay. Every thought you have and every action you take relies entirely on this endless high-speed translation between electricity and chemistry. When you scale this process back up to the whole human body, millions of these microscopic electrochemical handoffs translate into tangible physical actions. These signals often terminate in muscle or glandular tissue, where they trigger a specific physical response, like a targeted contraction or the secretion of hormones. Your autonomic nervous system uses these exact pathways to constantly manage your involuntary functions. Sympathetic neural signals automatically raise your heart rate when you need more oxygen, while parasympathetic signals slow it back down. In emergencies, the system is optimized purely for speed. During a reflex action, a sensory signal is so urgent that it routes only to the spinal cord and bounces straight back to a muscle. It bypasses the brain entirely to save crucial milliseconds. Conscious movements, protective reflexes, and silent background adjustments are all firing across your body simultaneously, every single second. Whether you are actively engaging in complex thought or simply breathing without realizing it, this high-speed network of electricity and chemistry is the master controller of